This is my third time going to a Joann Fabrics and having a receipt this freaking long. I spent $7 today. Today is the 26th. I've been here 4 times before this. I spent $7. So when you give me the opportunity to spend money, unfortunately, I will almost always take up that offer. I have one more bag and a box. Joann Fabrics went out of business, bankrupt to be exact, and I took the opportunity for the last month of them being around ever to buy as much as I could. It was not really on purpose, if I'm being honest with you. I definitely do intend to use all of this stuff. I got a lot of stuff, dog. Last week, I bought 60 items for $11. I literally have only ever shopped at Joann Fabrics for fabric. And now they're selling a full bolt, 10, 12 yards, $40. That would have been excessive. So I think I did a little bit better than I would have originally anticipated. So I'm gonna show you what I bought. First things first, I did indeed get this storage thing. Oh, I didn't mean to open you. Ow, my finger's stuck. Ow. This thing, you open it up and you can take each of these little things out and also open that up. This was probably the most smartest decision because I do want to organize all of my craft stuff and honestly have it a lot more compact. So this works. And now that I have a ton of extra crap, I can put all of that in here. The first bag, which is probably from the first time, I believe this is the first time, I went to Joann Fabrics, I believe 5 times. I wanted to learn to crochet, and more specifically, I wanted to actually make my own sweaters. I am so sick and tired of my sweaters, especially within the last 5 years, literally either unraveling or getting fuzzy or whatever the case is, just not lasting longer than like 2 years. Is part of the reason why I don't have any sweaters in my closet right now, because they all suck. So I have some yarn, and it's some fluffy yarn, and I'm hoping I can make maybe like a chunky sweater or even like a cardigan. But I gotta learn to crochet first. I did buy crochet hooks actually, but I don't know which bag they are in. I'm sure I will find them later. Oh no, they're in here. I bought like a pack of 6. Because apparently there's different sizes, and apparently depending on the size of the yarn is what size you'll use for the crochet hook. Who would have thought? I bought tissue paper. It's only a pack of 10 actually, now that I'm looking at it. It was probably like $1. But I do like wrapping up stuff, like when I'm buying them for friends or if I'm like making something for a friend. I like wrapping them in tissue paper, so that's my excuse for the tissue paper. I bought some cardstock. I bought them in 2 different colors, right? So this is more of like the green blue and this is more of like the blue blue. It's like a pack of like 50 sheets. It's like 10 per color. I got some chunky sequins glitter. They're shaped in unicorns, but I was more drawn by like the iridescent like color. I bought some small pieces of fabric because I intend to use this for like a patchwork shirt. More specifically this one, I think I'd wanted to use like some of the greens in here more, and then with like the pink stuff, I might just turn them into scrunchies. I bought, wait, this doesn't come with the blade, does it? I got a rotary cutter because I'd like to be able to make it easier to cut my fabric, but I don't think that comes with the blade, so I'm might be a little bit annoyed now. I bought some more elastic. I got a black one that's more knit, and I've got a soft stretch which is white. I don't know the difference. I will have fun trying to sew this though. I did start making my boyfriend a pair of pants and I needed elastic for it, so this was more my reasoning for that. I got a tape measure because I need to measure him properly for the next time I make him some pants. I also got a sketchbook. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, this is probably a dumb idea because I have at least 4 sketchbooks on my shelf that aren't finished. They've been started, not finished. But this one is specifically just for comic like planning and comic like ideas and a lot less of like doodles. I've got iron-on letters because I'm sick and tired of also finding shirts that are $20 for it to be like a word in the middle and it's a crop top when I could make that for maybe $4 and now an extra 2 because this was like $2, I think. So that was the first bag. Second bag, I bought a sewing kit. For why exactly, I actually don't know. I got these gaming pick candles. I bought this set of earrings because I actually wanted to take it apart and turn them into something different. I also did the same thing with this little earring set. I wanted to separate these for 1, but for 2, I also wanted the hoop by itself. There you are, yeah, the pet parents thing. And the other one just fell off. But I was gonna turn them into something different. Maybe into like multiple sets of earrings instead of just the one. So that was my idea behind that. I bought 2 little, apparently they're self-watering. They're little things for like for planting stuff. Because I really wanted to start gardening this year. I don't know how the hell to make them self-water. I simply don't know how that stuff works. I feel like you're supposed to be able to take this apart in some degree. I don't know. I need to look it up. But I bought some of these. I did also buy more little, like, smaller planters, but I think they're in one of these other bags. I got this, what are you called? It's like a measurement, thing. Oh my god, what are you called? It's a scraper, but it has, like, different conversions. It's a measurement conversion thing. I bought ribbon. More specifically, I think this is because I wanted it for Christmas time, because I wanted to actually go above and beyond for my Christmas wrapping. I bought a fake Stanley, because it was like $9, but I wanted to get myself to drink more water, and what better way to do that than with a water bottle that you like. I've got little mini baking cups, because I do indeed want to start baking a little bit more. And then I've got candles. I actually bought these specifically for my mom, because she does like burning candles. This one's oat milk mocha latte, and the other one is vanilla bean cake because she likes candles. Second bag done. Third bag, which is actually, I think, technically the second time I went there, and the last bag I just did is probably my third. I don't remember. Christmas bags, because, you know, Christmas is right around the corner. You're gonna blink and you'll miss it. Oh, so I did go back and get more tissue paper. I got iron-on transfer paper that I can literally cut out like the designs for. One is white and one is black. These are the other planters I was talking about. They're also self-watering. I also don't know how to make this work. Like, do you come off? You do come off. Oh, dude. That's lovely, actually. I went back, I bought a heavy stretch waistband elastic because I realized that those ones would be probably a little bit too not wide enough for like a thick elastic for men's pants. I got mini Christmas bags. I got some Happy Planner brand stickers. They're all flower shaped and like, you know, colorful and bright. I got 40 cards in envelopes. They're like pastel colors. So I have an assortment of different like charms, right? I do want to make bracelets and other jewelry and like just experiment with things as a whole. So I thought getting some number ones would work, some made with hearts ones, and then just a couple of different ones. Bracelets, jewelry, charms. I got some purple dye, powder dye from the Rit brand. I got these little like ribbon molds. Technically it's a candy mold, but I like playing with resin and like learning how to use it, which most of my time with using resin and honestly like liquid clay, I'm just learning how to use it. I've got some more cardstock. This one's more specifically like glitter and like metally. Metallic is the word that I wanted to use. Then I also have this big packet. I bought this to scrapbook with, and I don't know, I feel like I need another hobby clearly, so that's gonna keep me awake for sure. And now I'll have things to scrapbook with actually. And that's another use for the cardstock. I've got these are called thickers, but they're basically just letter stickers. And then I have more stickers. Again, could be used for scrapbooking. I bought socks. That's self-explanatory. More holiday gift bags. More gift bags. Novelty beads. I think I had a similar idea that I did with like the sequins. Last thing in this bag is just a bunch of stamps. Not a bunch, it's like 3. I got this For You one, which is literally just an envelope that just says For You. I've got one that says Save the Date. Clearly I'm planning for my wedding in 4 years. And then I got this 2-pack that just says Handmade By, and they're 2 different fonts. Alright, my last, technically 2 bags, because this one was in the same day. This is the more recent one. The total here is $7.56. It says there is 27 items in this receipt. Saved $103.40. I bought some more stickers. I got 2 more sheets of these stickers. You're sticky. I don't know why. I don't like that. And then I got like this glittery one. You're also sticky. I also don't like that. I got some more iron-on letters. This time they're yellow, and this time they're the varsity, like, I almost said brand. Type font. This is where I think I went a little bit overboard. To the point where I can't pronounce the word correctly. It was buy 10, get 10 free on the zippers, because obviously nobody's buying zippers. I did actually need a select few zippers, because I did want to make like a zip-up dress and a couple of skirts with zippers on them. But I did not need 20. I definitely don't think I even really needed 10. But in the off case that these projects get further than where I am, then I won't have to worry about finding zippers somewhere else, because they were all on sale at Joann Fabrics. I got like a lot of them. I got a bunch of reds, I got a bunch of blues, I got a couple of like creams, and I got a couple of grays, and I got like 2 purple ones and a yellow one. Got some more stamps. We'll add more to the Want To scrapbook collection. This one's flowers, and this one's like different types of houses. Speaking of resin, I got a resin craft set because I don't know the last time I really don't know the last time I crafted at all. I think I really am about to force myself to do all of the crafts I've been trying to do for the last 2 years in like a span of like 6 weeks. But I ran out of like 1, gloves, 2 like little cups to pour the resin in, so this is useful. And it comes with the silicone mat, which I already have some of, but I really needed the mixing cups, the sticks, the tweezers, and a smoothing block, which means I have to learn how to use that. Resin tape squares, which I'm assuming is like if I'm using a different type of mold that doesn't have a bottom to it. And then of course the gloves, because you know, you really should not get, you know, resin on your hands. The very last time I walked up in there, 28 items, $4.39. Embroidery thread was also 10, buy 10, get 10 free, right? So I already have an embroidery needle, or like different size embroidery needles. I have like one of those discs so I can, you know, tighten a thing. If I'm putting it on a shirt, for example, I want to, you know, not mess up the embroidery. I've only practiced like very little with embroidery. So I'm hoping that having extra to like practice with will, 1, help, but 2, when I finally get a hang of it and I can embroider my clothes, I will probably never actually buy clothes again. But anyways, I bought like an assortment. They didn't really have a lot of bright colors left. I have a lot of like neutral greens. I got like some like pale colors is the word I'm looking for, not necessarily neutral. Like, I've got some yellows, I've got some like orange, I've got some like pinks, and some like dark rusty reds. These were also like, they were like buy 5 get 10 free. But I again only needed like not that many, and I couldn't find black, so I got a couple of dark, like medium dark grays. I have a blue, I have red, I've got brown, and I've got green, because I do remember the last time I did finally sew, I used up all my green. And then I've got eyelets. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I also am starting to think these are, no, I'm right. Use eyelets to create laced effects on garments and craft projects. Okay, so see, you know when people like have like the lace crisscrossing on stuff, even not like your tennis shoes, this is what I think those were for. So we've made it to the end. Please let me know in the comments down below what you would suggest for any of these items that I can do that I have not already named. But we've made it. I've made it through all of that stuff. That's at least like 80 different separate pieces. If y'all have visited Joann Fabrics before they closed, please tell me what y'all bought. But yeah, that is it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.